Welcome back to my channel. How are you? How's it going? How's your life? How's your mom? How's your grandpa? Tell him that I need that money he owes me. Today we have a reading vlog, a vlog of books that you think I'm going to love. What are you gonna do? It's a switcheroo. I did a books you think I'll hate video. I'll link it down below and put it up above in case you want to go watch it. It was wild. This is just basically the opposite of that video. I asked my patrons and you which books you think I'm gonna love. Like 5 stars. Love. Be obsessed with. Love. In case you're curious, one of the books is Project Hail Mary by Weir. This is a sci-fi novel about this guy. He like wakes up, right? He's like, oh, what time is it? And all he can hear is this robot being like, what's 2 plus 2? It's like all he can hear. And so he's like, the hell is going on here? And eventually he realizes that he's on a spaceship and he doesn't remember how he got there. He doesn't remember anything. He does remember eventually and other stuff happens, but that's basically what this is about. So I read this. Then I also ended up reading PTSD Radio. This is a horror manga and it's difficult to say what it's about. After just reading this first volume, I kind of don't know. Like I literally read this and I don't know what it's about. Don't ask me, I don't know. It seems like it's about a deity, God, that's like evil. The reason why I wanted to read this so badly, and like listen, I've talked about it with you, talked about it with my patrons, I've talked about it with literally everyone. This manga is on hiatus. The mangaka had to stop writing it because the things he was writing about were beginning to happen to him. And if that doesn't sell you, I don't know what will. It's terrifying though, I will say that. Finally, the last book I read was Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Everyone is reading it. Like people on my Patreon are reading it. People on BookTube are reading it. People on Bookstagram, everywhere. I also can't find this book physically anywhere for less than like $80 Canadian, and I'm not paying that. I listened to the audiobook, and this Fourth Wing is about this girl named Violet. Violet has like every intention and plan to go to like loser school, like nerd school. People can go to like dragon school and probably die, or they can go to like, I'm gonna read a book school, right? And Violet is like, I'm gonna go to that one. Then the day of, her mom is like, that's so funny that you say that actually, because you're literally going, oh, excuse me? What? Did you hear that? Her mom is like, guess what? You're not going to loser school. You're gonna go to the dragon school. And she's like really upset about it because she's like, I've literally spent my entire life preparing to go to the book school and you're gonna send me to the fucking dragon school? First of all, it's like her dream to go to this school. Also, there's a good chance she'll die at the dragon school. And so begins this story. Also, there's like a hot guy who's like, I'm gonna kill you. And she's like, no. So that's Fourth Wing. Those are the books that I read for this reading vlog. Please let me know down below what you thought of them. I'd love to know if you have read them, I mean. Don't forget also to hit subscribe because we talk about spooky shit, we talk about creepy shit, we talk about going to nerd school, going to dragon school. Dragon school get you girls. Anyway, Jeremy. Actually, before you roll the clip, Jeremy, we need to talk, right? It's just that this has been like a really fun thing and I've really enjoyed having you here with me. It's just that, Jeremy, this is Travis. He's my new Jeremy. Jeremy, I'm so sorry. It's yeah, I know, Jeremy, I know. It's hard for me too. Like, you think I want to sit here being like, oh, you're fired or whatever. Yes, Jeremy, that's what this is. You're fired. I'm sorry. I'm not crying. I have something in my eye. It's just, You're not good at your job. I'm so sorry. And I know you have like 6 kids or whatever. You're basically like Nick Cannon, but not famous and not good at your job. I'm so sorry you have to see this, Travis. I didn't know that you'd be so early. I'm so sorry, Jeremy. Jeremy, he walked out. No, Travis, it's okay. Since you're here though, Travis, could you do the honors and just roll the clip for me? Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Travis. That really means a lot to me. Yeah. It was uncomfortable, huh? Don't get on my bad side. It'll happen to you. Just kidding. Thank you so much. Go ahead. Roll the clip.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me before I pass out. I'm too lonely to be done. I'm a drink at this place. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be 2 of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way.
Hi, welcome to this weekly reading vlog. It's Tuesday. No, it's Monday today. It's Monday. I thought I would start the vlog a day early just so we have extra time to really read the things. This week's theme is books you think I'm going to love. Specifically books my patrons think I'm going to love. If you're interested, by the way, in joining my Patreon and being part of these videos by recommending things, please check out the link in the description. I'm gonna start with Project Hail Mary. I think I might also read PTSD Radio today as well. I'm gonna start it like literally right now. And then I think I'm gonna take a shower because I think I'm going to film today. So I wanna have another vlog up by tomorrow. I'm gonna try to. I also have literally no idea what it's about. I think it's about space. I'm pretty sure it's about space because that's like an astronaut, right? Is that an astronaut? Also, the people have told me that the audiobook is crazy good. So I'm gonna start it right now and then I'll come back later.
This is Audible. Audible Studios presents Project Hail Mary, written by Andy Weir, performed by Ray Porter.
For John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Chapter 1. What's 2 plus 2?
Okay, so I'm in the middle of doing my makeup and I'm also listening to Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. And I thought I would talk to you about the books that were recommended to me by my patrons while I do my makeup. And I also want to talk to you about Project Hail Mary and what I think of it so far. First of all, Jamie LH recommended PTSD Radio, which I think is literally genius. Like, thank you so much, Jamie, for recommending that, because I literally wouldn't have thought of it. The fact that you brought it up, I was like, that's perfect. Lizzie recommended The Lighthouse Witches by C.J. Cook, which is a book I don't own. And then also she recommended Bad Cree by Jessica Johns. There are a few people who really want me to read Bad Cree, but I think I'm gonna stick with the books I chose. And then Meg was the one who said Project Hail Mary, which I'm so thankful. My other patron, Lonnie, sent me Project Hail Mary and was like, I love it. And anytime anyone brings it up, everyone like loves it. Everyone's obsessed with it. And then Johnny B recommended Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yaros, and I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna get it on audiobook because I can't seem to find it physically. Marie recommended Blood Cruise by Matt Strandberg, which is a book I've had for so long and haven't read. But what annoys me so much about the book is that there's no audiobook. So if you work in audiobooks, make an audiobook for Blood Cruise. Like, God. Get it together. Nina said that she wants to see me read Our Share of Night by Mariana Enriquez. And I would be into that if it wasn't so long. It's just so long. And Project Hail Mary is already super long. And I think Fourth Wing is also pretty long. Otherwise, I totally would. Another Jamie said Sisters of the Lost Nation. Stacy said, do you want something that's bonkers? Do you want something that's like psychedelic? And she said to read Between Two Fires by Christopher Buhlman. I've literally never heard of it, but it sounds wild. Sarah said Sex Cult Nun. Which is a book that I've been really, really interested in reading, but I don't own it. Jessie, my angel Jessie, said Curse of the Reaper. And I was like, you told me to read this for books I hated. And then she was like, yeah, but then I read it. And I was like, oh, okay. Thank you so much to my patrons for recommending me so many books. Thank you so much for reminding me of the books I own, because otherwise I would have forgotten. I also need to do my eyeliner. I completely forgot. But I'm going to put on some foundation. So I started reading Project Hail Mary, like I mentioned. It's not what I expected at all. First of all, it's kind of funny. I didn't expect it to be funny. I don't know why, but my foundation right now is like very cooling. I don't know why though. I have been breaking out like a mother. For some reason, my face has been like, you know what? We should have acne. Wouldn't that be cute? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Tiffany, I've never really been like acne prone. My skin is like way dry, but lately, like the past like week to 2 weeks, it's just been pimple city. Am I using too much foundation? I think I might be, but you know, we have a lot to cover. We have a lot of I have secrets, okay, and these secrets need to be kept under wraps. Honestly, I hate pimples for me, for you, for everyone. Like, why? For what purpose? Oh, thanks. Like, you're here to like remind me that things can get worse. Thanks. That's great. Love that. Look at that. Look at that. Literally, redness who? Never heard of her. Redness who? We start out with this robot basically asking what's 2 plus 2. Our main character, who we don't know the name of yet, or maybe we never will, is like unconscious. They're conscious but also not really that conscious. They start asking questions, but really it's coming out as like slurring. Eventually they do get up. Eventually they are able to answer the question. They cannot remember their name. They cannot remember who they are. They can't remember anything. They have like a vague idea of things. Through the information that they're able to glean, just instinctively, they're able to like understand that they are on a spaceship, that they are in space, and that they are a scientist and a teacher. That's where I am so far. We also keep getting sort of like flashbacks to memories from their life, but we don't know why they're on the spaceship. He's just as confused because he doesn't remember a lot. You know what I hate is when you're putting on makeup and your face gets itchy. Oh my God, that's literally happening right now. Oh my God. I just want to scratch it, but I can't. I don't want to ruin my makeup. I'm only on like chapter 3. Like I'm not far into it at all, but so far I really enjoy it. By the way, did I mention that I'm filming today? I think I did. I have like an intro of a vlog that I'm literally in the middle of editing that I want to post tomorrow, but I don't have an intro or an outro for that video. So I'm going to film those today and hopefully I'm able to upload that video, because I also still need to like finish editing it, which I think is probably going to take me like an hour or 2. And then I also need to create the thumbnail, which is again going to take me another hour or so. And then, you know, getting ready, that's like 2 hours. And then filming, that's like an hour. So I have hours of work to get done today. So I'm really trying to like make it work. And also while all of this is happening, I'm like so tired. My sleep schedule is what the French would call fucked. It's literally fucked. Why did I say French and then I went British? I don't know. I've been going to bed like obscenely late and then waking up again obscenely late, and I've had enough of it. So yesterday, again, I didn't sleep and I decided, you know what, I'm going to stay up all night and then go back to bed tonight to hopefully reset my sleep schedule. You know, it's kind of like weird. I didn't go to bed, right? I was trying to stay awake, trying to like, you know, keep my eyes open. And the hardest time for me when you do like an all-nighter like that is like 12 p.m. to like 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. I could not keep my eyes open and I was so tired at multiple points. I kind of just like, you know, I was like dead to the world. I fell asleep. A combined total of maybe like 45 minutes. What always happens again is that like, I just kept telling myself like, no, I need to stay awake and then I'm gonna go to bed at 7 p.m. And then 7 p.m. rolls around and I'm not tired. At that point, I have not slept in like 32 to 36 hours and I'm not tired. Like what the I was up until 10 p.m. and then I forced myself to fall asleep because I wasn't tired. I got like a second wind. It was so annoying. And then today I woke up at 7:30 in the morning, which is like not a time that I would normally wake up at, of course. It's not a time that I want to start waking up at. Like that's too early for me. Like more recently there have been like studies and stuff that say that people are more like genetically dispositioned to be morning people or night people. I am genetically dispositioned to be a night person. I'm not a morning person at all, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. What I'm not fine with is my sleep schedule being so fucking crazy that it literally interferes with my life. At like noon today, after getting up at 7:30, I was like really tired and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I want to nap, but I'm not going to nap. I can't nap because again, tonight I want to be sleepy enough where I fall asleep at like a reasonable time. Oh my God. Also you know what's crazy? I didn't even notice my bags are crazy. My eye bags, usually my eye bags aren't that bad. Today, she's not giving. Let me know in the comments also if any of you have like issues with your sleep schedule. Because I know I can't be the only one. I really hope though that this works and that I'm able to fix my sleep schedule. And like, listen, I don't want to wake up early in the morning. Like I said, I want to wake up at like 10 a.m. maybe 11. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go because I'm currently doing reading sprints with my patrons. And I want to keep listening to Project Hail Mary, but I will update you if anything crazy happens. Cool. See you soon.
You're the opposite of me. Like sun.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, Tiffany. It's been a slow day. It's like 3:30 and I haven't read anything. And then yesterday I was so hyperfixated on finishing that video, which by the way, I didn't even finish. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was giving me like a copyright strike. And so I literally gave up. So I'm gonna post it early for the patrons today and then post it tomorrow to YouTube. But I didn't read anything else yesterday after I finished getting ready to film. And then today I've just been fucking around and finding out, if I'm being honest with you. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is maybe make some food and then continue on with Hail Mary. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tiffany. I like this, it's fine, but am I crazy about it? Am I living, laughing, and loving? Not really. Not really. It's fine. I don't get the hype so far, but I'm also not that far in. I've only listened to, I think like an hour-ish. I just wanted to let you know that I do plan on reading today. I'm gonna read, and I'm hoping actually I can make a good dent into Project Hail Mary. I will let you know if my opinion about it changes, because like I said, right now it's just like it's fine. It's fine. I'm not living, but I'm also like, I'm not angry at it either. I'm also very hungry though, so I think I'm gonna make some food. So cool. Talk to you soon.
Why don't we say that it's too late for us now? Why do we stay when I blame you for the things that weigh me down? 'Cause in the echo of your silence, I only hear what's best for me. Yeah, in the echo of your silence, I'm thinking more of her. She who wants to study your body, who gets the better version of you. I need the bitter truth. I need the better version of you.
So, a bit of an update. I'm on page 200 of Project Hail Mary. I feel bad. I'm not loving this. Hear me out. It's fine, but I don't love it. I want so badly to see what the hype is about, and I kind of do, but also not really. Where we are now in the story, I think, is more interesting than where we were. The first 100 pages, not my favorite. Like, I kind of had to like push through it. But now that I'm on page 200, things are starting to look up a little bit. I will say I didn't expect it to go where it's gone. I don't know, I feel bad. I know that so many people love this book, like love it. And I want to love it too, Tiffany. But for some reason, I think also right now I'm going to give PTSD Radio a read. I only have the first volume, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Tiffany, I can't afford to buy the other 2 volumes. Not right now, because like I said, I'm trying to save money. So I'm gonna read the first volume. I'm hoping that it's not too scary. This manga is currently on hiatus because the mangaka started to experience what he drew, like what he wrote. Literally, the guy got too scared of his own creation that he stopped. Like, that's spooky. Look at these images. Are those not so creepy? I hate it. I'm gonna read this, I think, right now. I wanted to finish this today, Project Hail Mary, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't understand why I'm not living, laughing, loving. I don't know why this hasn't like imprinted itself on me. You know what I think it is? I think it's that I don't often read sci-fi, and then also I kind of feel dumb while I'm reading it because he's talking about all of these things like science and math and blah, 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 blah. I don't know anything about science or math. Those are not my subjects. Things are moving very, very quickly. So I feel like I have to be like very vigilant to like try to keep track of everything that's going on. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, okay, I'm gonna let you go because I want to eat my cinnamon bun. Bye.
Thinking about you, about us. We got something special. Oh, it just feels right, you know. 정해져 있던 것 같이 너와 나의 specials. 설명할 수 없어 이 느낌.
Hi, happy Wednesday. How are you? How's it going? I read PTSD Radio, and I also started Fourth Wing. I was feeling like really stuck with this. I just like couldn't get myself to do it. Maybe you know what I mean. It's like the thing of like, I know I have to do it, so I don't want to do it. And I feel so bad because I know that so many people love this book, but I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Especially to Lonnie, who gifted me this copy of the book. I'm so thankful, Lonnie, and I'm so sorry. I started reading Fourth Wing last night. I don't have the physical book. I'm just listening to the audiobook. But what I will say, okay, what I'm gonna say right now is that it's like a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I started it last night, right? I was reading it and I was like, whatever, this is fine. Like, if you've ever read a Sarah J. Maas book, you've read this book. Especially if you like A Court of Mist and Fury, you're gonna like this book. Like, it's very much giving me Rysand and Tamlin, like the love interests, especially Xaden. Like such, which by the way is such a stupid name. I literally hate that name. It's giving Rysand. Like, Xaden is basically Rysand. Dude, don't even try to convince me he's not. He is. Like, the author of this book read A Court of Mist and Fury and was like, but what if it had dragons? I started it last night being like, okay, I'm gonna try this to see if I can like just read anything. And I'm hooked. I was up until 5 o'clock in the morning. I kept like looking at the clock, being like, okay, I'm gonna stop reading at 3. And then 3 came, 3 went. It was 4. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop reading now. Nope. Every single time I would like think about finishing, it would be like a thing of like, oh my God, I need to know what's gonna happen. I think I have like 6 hours left of the audiobook, which I'm hoping I can finish today. If it looks different, it's because my camera literally died. Is it fun? Yes. You know, the series is a lot of fun. However, is it predictable? Incredibly so. And that's what I mean when I say like, if you like Sarah J. Maas, you're gonna like this because it's so predictable. The author like foreshadows, but in such an obvious way that I was like, well, obviously that's what's gonna happen. And that's literally what happened. But also at the same time, it's kind of fun. And also, okay, can I just say also, there's like no character development. Who the fuck is our main character? I honestly also forget her name. Violet. Who the fuck is Violet? I literally don't know who she is. She's like smart, I guess. For me, honestly, the whole thing is very cliche, but that's kind of like what I like about it. I like how cliche it is. I like how unremarkable it is. That's mean to say, but it's truly unremarkable. It's literally just another like YA adjacent smut kind of romance fantasy book, except instead of fae or goblins or whatever, it's got dragons, which honestly I kind of like that's my favorite part so far, has been the dragons. Also, can I just say that it's just like kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying that like everyone like shits on Violet for being like thin and white. Violet is described as being like incredibly pale, like small and petite, and having like white blonde hair. And everyone is like, oh my God, you're so ugly because you're white and pretty and, you know, skinny. Like, I feel like the author is trying to subtly suggest that Violet in some way is like oppressed. When like she comes from privilege, like her entire existence is privileged. But it's like hard for her because people make fun of her because she's white and skinny. Give me a break. Give me a break. I'm telling you, Tiffany, if you've read any romance fantasy novels, you have read this book. I'm not fucking around. But that doesn't mean that it's not enjoyable. I'm really enjoying it and I can't wait to continue on with it. I also really wanted to talk to you about PTSD Radio, which I read yesterday. And can I just say, this literally fucking scared me. Like even just looking at it scares me. If I'm being honest with you, like I'm literally scared. I went to bed, I was in bed, and I was like, oh my God, what if the thing from PTSD Radio tries to get me? I was literally afraid to open my eyes because I was afraid that they were gonna be like standing over my bed. This was so scary. Also, just like the context of like the author just doesn't make it any less scary. It makes it scarier, honestly. It gives you the heebie-jeebies even just thinking about it. It's not exactly like clear as to like what's actually going on. The timeline kind of goes back and forth, but we did learn that certain things are being connected. From what I've gathered, it seems to be about a god that is terrorizing people. Like it seems to be some kind of malevolent spirit, deity kind of thing. I don't know, but it's scary. It's very much giving me the vibe of like The Grudge. Because do you know in The Grudge, when she like lifts up the blanket and she's there, or when she's like in the shower and the hand in the back of the head, like it's like that, where like the author is making reference to things that we all have, i.e. hair, most of us have, and like twisting it and making it scary. Like literally I was afraid to touch my hair yesterday because I was like, oh my God, what if there's something on the back of my head? I was literally scared. Still am scared, to be honest. Like even just like holding it, it just gives me bad juju, gives me bad vibes, gives me bad, oh, I don't like it. It's like literally frightening. I'm excited to pick up volume 2 and 3. I think I'm gonna pick them up next month for my birthday, like as like a little birthday gift to myself. I might finish Hail Mary. We'll see how I feel after Fourth Wing. Because I think I want to finish Fourth Wing tonight. But I did not expect PTSD Radio to scare me as much as it did. Cool talk. Hi, happy Thursday. Okay, dude, it has been the wildest like 12 hours. And by wild, I mean, it hasn't really been that wild. I had every intention of finishing Fourth Wing. I went on live with Katie Coulson, like a live thing, whatever. It was her birthday. Happy birthday, Katie. We were on live for longer than I expected, like 5 hours. So I only read a little bit. So I'm finishing the book today. I'm finishing Fourth Wing today, okay? And I'm so sorry. I don't think I'm gonna go back to Hail Mary. I wanted to talk to you about Fourth Wing, first of all, but also what I want to read after Fourth Wing, because I don't know yet. I'm like, it's very much up in the air. I asked people on my Instagram to give me book recommendations of books they'll think I love. I got a few answers. We have We've Always Lived in This Castle, which I've already read. Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. I've never heard of that. Vox, which I've already read and I hated. Wayward by Emily Hart, which I remember my patrons reading and everyone like loved it. Tender as a Flesh, I've already read. Sammy Grimm, who is literally the sweetest person in the world. If He Had Been With Me. It's a romance, but I swear it's one of my fave books. I'm gonna have to look into that. A Silly Dark Face Smut for the Summer. A Kiss of Shadows by Laurel K. Hamilton. Reading Fourth Wing kind of has me sick of like this kind of subgenre of romance fantasy. Otherwise, I probably would check it out. We have Tell Me I'm Worthless. This is recommended by Tiffany Ann. Hi, Tiffany. By the way, I look crazy. I know I look crazy. I'm doing my makeup and I'm also filming this. So if I look crazy, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it, Tiffany, okay? And then we also have She Is a Haunting by Trang Phan Tran. I looked into a little bit. I don't know. It's like a YA horror, which I'm always kind of like apprehensive about. We have Sex Cult Nun and Lola and the Millionaires. This was recommended by Sarah. And listen, okay, I've heard of Sex Cult Nun and I was like, okay, maybe, but I hadn't heard of Lola and the Millionaires. I looked it up. It's literally like an Omega-verse romance. And I was like, Sarah, who do you think I am? So I don't think I'm gonna read that because I don't think that's my gig. But you know what? More power to you. Sarah, you fucking work, girl. You work. And then again, Denise Diamond, a girl after my heart, all right? A girl after my heart. And she said The Death of Vivek Ochi, which is by Koiki Emezi. I've had that book for a while. I've never read it. And I've always really wanted to because I've heard like just like amazing things. So The Death of Vivek Ochi is definitely like the top of the list, I think. I have about 2 hours left of Fourth Wing. And listen, I understand now why you girlies were living, laughing, and loving. Like, I get it. Like, after that sex scene, after that spice, I'm used to more subtlety in my spice, you know what I mean? Like, I don't expect anyone to say clit in my book. The bitch was talking about clits and cocks, and I was like, and then also the characters are like dirty talking each other, literally doing my eyeliner and like trying not to like trample. I get why you girlies were infatuated. The spice was really cool. The spice was really good. I really enjoyed it. What I'm not living for in general, to be honest with you, Tiffany, is the main character, whose name I literally forget. Violet. I don't like her. I really don't fucking like her. I was told yesterday that the author like based part of herself on Violet or something like that. Also like kind of a red flag for me. Like it feels like Violet is like just like the chosen one. And I'm like, really? This fucking girl? I'm just baffled. I'm like, why this one? Why this girl? Why? I don't understand. I've been in her head for hours. I've been through everything with her. Why this one? I'm not convinced. Do you know what I mean? The strongest one that they need and destined to be, you know, the savior or whatever. Like, I don't believe it. I don't get it. I don't believe it. There are better options. I don't want to be mean. It's not like I dislike the book. I'm actually really enjoying myself. It's just that the characters are saying all of these things that like literally don't make any sense. They keep just being like, Violet, you're so powerful, Violet. And I'm like, but why? But why? Like, is nobody else here powerful? Let me know down below if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. I'd love to know your opinions because I just really don't get it. I've seen this character before so many times, like specifically literally in Sarah J Maas's books. Like this bitch is just Feyre. This bitch is just Feyre, but like maybe like a little bit more book read. With there being such similarities between this and A Court of Mist and Fury, like I get why everyone is like literally jerking off to it and everyone's like obsessed with it. Like I get that because, you know, people love this kind of thing of like bad boy who wants to kill our main character is actually like man who loves her more than anything. Oh, but I will say, and honestly, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, Tiffany. Like I get why Xaden is like liked. Like I get why people are like, oh my god, he's so hot, blah, blah, blah. He also seems like Monday fucking morning. Do you know what I mean? Like he's fine, but I'm also not like, oh my god. I was also never really like a huge Resand fan. You know what I mean? I feel like my eye bags are like worse than usual. I look more tired than what I'm used to. Or I just like literally never noticed it before. I was really never that much of a Resand fan though. I also wasn't like a huge fan of Tamlin. Honestly, I wasn't really like a huge fan of any of them. I think overall, like if you put like a gun to my head and you were like, rate this book right now, I would probably give it like a 4, maybe like a 3.5. Like I really like it, but I don't love it. I don't think it's like perfect by any means. I think there's a lot wrong with it, to be honest. Only in terms of character development. Not impressed with any of the characters. But maybe people like this not for the characters, but for like the world building and maybe the story. My base today looks pretty good. I don't want to brag, but my skin is looking nice. Also, can I just say, I'm still thinking about PTSD radio and like how fucking scary it was. Like even like again, looking at it, just like the book cover, I get like freaked out. I feel like I don't use liquid blush enough because I really like the effect it gives me. Look how pretty that is. Look how cute that is. I'm gonna be filming today. I think I'm gonna film my book haul because I haven't done one in months and I really want to post more. I want to get back into the habit of posting like at least twice a week. So I'm hoping that I can succeed in that. I want to be like very active. If you're not active, if you're not consistent, that's like the death, you know what I mean? Consistency is key. So like if you have a YouTube channel or you're thinking about making a YouTube channel, remember that consistency is key. But like also, the fuck do I know, you know? I love filming book hauls. Also my makeup today looks so cute and so pretty. I'm obsessed. I think I'm also gonna make pizza maybe because I'm very hungry. I'm gonna keep listening to Fourth Wing and I will update you when I choose what I want to read next and also when I finish Fourth Wing to give you my final thoughts because I know that you're dying to hear them. Okay, good talk. Talk to you later. Bye.
Like sun and rain and drama on the TV. It's full of pain, but we're the good part, the happy ending. Unexpected plot twist, we always save me. We're the good part, we never fake it. Even if it hurts, we always say it. Like it just like that. Kinda like it like that. Kinda like it like that. Like it just like that. Kinda like it like that. Kinda like it like that. Somehow we make sense. We're the only one who knows it. Our feelings never tense. We don't need no water under the bridge. We're the good part, the happy ending. Unexpected plot twist, we always say it. We're the good part, we never fake it. Even if it hurts, we always say it. Like it just like that. Kinda like it like that. Kinda like it like that. Like it just like that. Kinda like it like that. Kinda like it like that. through some hard stuff. Getting knocked down, getting right back up. Only mistake I made was thinking you would have my back, but it's one-way track. That's right, now I've had enough. Your bad behavior isn't what I'm worth, no, that's right. Now I've had enough. You don't see it, but I see it. Ooh, I'm not where you're bitter, speaking with a different native tongue. You're egocentric, I'm a bootlicker. You don't ever get me. Ooh, I developed, you're still the same. You see problems while I see keys. Even though we always will be friends, but sometimes you grow apart.
I can't even tell you. My hair looks crazy. I just put it into a messy ponytail because I wanted to quickly talk to you and update you about what's going on with little old me. I finished Fourth Wing. I really liked it. Listen, I know this whole time, I know, Tiffany, this whole time I've been like, this book is so stupid. Like this whole time I've been shitting on it. And I realized last night, like as it was ending, that it's not that bad. While I was reading it, I was like, this is pretty good. This isn't bad, but it's predictable. It's tropey. The main character annoys the fuck out of me, and that's still true. She still does. But the end of the novel, like a little chapter from the point of view of Xaden, I was like, this is so good. The whole book should have just been this. So honestly, I think from my perspective, I feel like Xaden is the only reason I actually really like it. And I didn't expect to say that, because like I said yesterday, like Rhysand is not my favorite person. By the way, I'm just taking a walk with you. I'm not really going anywhere. Xaden's last chapter, I was like, maybe it was just the audiobook narrator. I don't know. Overall, I really liked it. I would recommend it. I think it's fun. Is it tropey? Yes. Is it extremely predictable? Yes. Is the writing derivative? Yes. However, if you like those kinds of things, if you like tropey, predictable, smutty, romance, fantasy books, if that's your thing, and you like that, you're gonna love this. It's gonna be your thing. Okay, bye.
If I could, I would turn back